Everything changed in just a few seconds. The trailer for Heartland Season 19 Episode 1 dropped, and fans are still in shock. One moment, you hear the soft wind brushing through the trees. The next, you see Amy with tears in her eyes, holding Jack's old jacket like it's the last piece of him she has left. But what really breaks everyone is this one image, Jack's cowboy hat, falling to the ground, slowly, quietly, like the end of an era. And in that moment, the question hits harder than ever. Is Jack Bartlett really gone? Asterisk the trailer wastes no time pulling viewers into something deep, painful, and personal. It opens with a quiet shot of the ranch. Nothing looks different at first. Horses walk calmly, the wind moves the trees. But then the camera cuts to Amy. She's not smiling. She's not strong. She looks lost. Her eyes are red and she's holding Jack's coat tightly to her chest. That coat has been around for years. Fans will recognize it instantly. But this time, it's not on Jack. That already feels wrong. The next few clips move slowly. There's a coldness to the light. We see Tim, frozen in place, looking at a photograph. The camera doesn't show what photo he's holding, but his face says it all. His eyes are blank, lips pressed tight, like he doesn't know how to breathe. The next shot shows Lou in the kitchen, staring at Jack's empty chair. She's holding a mug. It's shaking in her hands. A close-up shows her trying not to cry. In the background, the kitchen clock ticks loudly. Every second feels like it hurts. Then it happens. The image that's already gone viral online. Jack's hat. That old cowboy hat he wore through every season. It falls to the wooden floor. We don't see who drops it. We don't see Jack, but we don't have to. The message is clear. That hat hitting the floor sounds louder than a scream. It's as if the trailer is saying Jack is gone. The most emotional part comes when everyone gathers in black. A funeral. The shot is wide, the camera pulling back slowly. The whole Heartland family stands in a circle. No words, no music, just silence. Amy is there. So is Lou, Georgie, Tim, Katie, even Lisa, standing at the back with her face in her hands. The only sound is the breeze. We don't hear a preacher or a voiceover. Instead, Amy places the cowboy hat on a wooden box. Likely a coffin. A single tear rolls down her cheek, but it doesn't end there. The trailer cuts quickly between flashbacks. Scenes of Jack laughing with Amy, teaching Georgie how to ride, talking to Ty on the porch. All those quiet moments from earlier seasons now play like a goodbye letter. One by one, each memory feels heavier, more painful. The trailer is building a goodbye without using words. The last scene of the trailer is the most haunting. Amy stands at the barn door alone. She's holding the old jacket again. She whispers something, but we can't hear it. The wind is too loud. Then the screen fades to black. And one sentence appears, "This season, everything changes." And that's it. No clear answers, no Jack on screen. Just heartbreak, memory, and silence. The trailer doesn't need to show his death. It lets the silence speak. Fans are already flooding comment sections asking, is Jack really dead? Could this be a dream? Is it a trick to make us feel scared? But most importantly, if Jack is gone, what happens to Heartland now? This trailer hit hard. It wasn't loud or full of action. It was soft, slow, sad, but it left one message echoing through every fan's heart. Heartland without Jack may never feel the same again. Asterisk before there was Ty, before Amy was strong, before Lou became a leader or Tim tried to be a better father. There was Jack Bartlett. He wasn't just a character. He was Heartland. The land, the home, the heart. That's why the idea of losing him doesn't feel like just losing a person. It feels like losing the soul of the show. When Jack is gone, it's like the sky over the ranch turns gray. Asterisk Jack wasn't loud. He didn't need long speeches. He didn't chase drama. But whenever something went wrong, everyone turned to him. From season 1, Jack was the anchor. He held the family together after Marion's death. He gave Amy the strength to ride again. He gave Lou the confidence to make hard choices. He gave Ty the trust to believe he could be more than just a troubled kid. That kind of quiet strength doesn't come often. And now it may be gone. Every corner of the Heartland ranch has a memory of Jack. The barn where he taught Amy how to read horses, the porch where he sat drinking coffee and giving advice no one else could say. Even the old truck he refused to get rid of, it was more than metal. It was Jack's way of holding on to the past while still driving the future forward. He was old-fashioned, yes, but that's what made him wise. He didn't run from problems. He faced them head-on. And because of that, the others could too. What's special is that Jack didn't ask to be a hero. He just was. When Ty needed help becoming a man, Jack didn't push, he guided. When Amy wanted to give up, he reminded her of her mother's fire. When Tim fell back into his mistakes, Jack didn't just judge, he waited, and when the time came, offered forgiveness. It was never about showing power. It was always about showing love. His love didn't always use words, it used actions. And that kind of love leaves a hole you can't fill. The trailer shows that hole. In every silent glance between the characters, in every shaky breath, in every empty chair, there's a message. Jack isn't just missed, he's needed. Because Jack was the root. Without him, the branches may still grow. But the tree feels weaker. The family may still move forward, but something in them will always look back, searching for that voice, that strength, that quiet presence that made everything feel okay. Fans know it. Just scroll through the comments online. People are saying, Jack is Heartland. It's the end of an era. This won't be easy to watch. Some are even threatening not to watch the season if Jack is truly gone. That's how much power this one character holds. He's not flashy, he's not young, but he matters. Because he represents something rare on TV, a man who leads by example, who listens more than he speaks, and who gives everything without needing anything in return. Losing Jack means more than just changing a story. It means breaking the heart of a family. And not just the family on screen, the family watching from home. For 18 seasons, he stood at the center, strong, wise, unmoving. Now, his absence will be louder than any gunshot or crash. And as season 19 begins, that silence may be the hardest thing of all. Asterisk, she's the girl who healed horses, the woman who held her family together. But this time in the trailer, Amy Fleming doesn't look strong. She looks like someone who's lost her world. And maybe she has. Because when Jack's gone, Amy doesn't just lose a grandfather. She loses her foundation, her guide, her voice of reason. And now, as silence fills the barn and the coffee brews without him, the question is, who will Amy become without Jack? Asterisk, the trailer doesn't show Amy screaming. It doesn't need to. Her silence is louder. In one scene, she sits alone in the barn, the same place she used to train horses, with Jack watching proudly from the corner. The light filters through the wood slats like memories slipping through her fingers. She's not moving, just holding something. At first, we can't see what it is. Then the camera reveals it. It's Jack's watch. Old, scratched, still ticking. And yet time for her seems to have stopped. Amy's grief isn't just pain, it's confusion. This is the man who stood by her through every heartbreak. From losing her mom to losing Ty, Jack was the one person who never left. Now she's facing the world alone, not as a girl, not even just as a mom, but as the new heart of Heartland. And that burden is heavy. You can see it in her posture. She's walking slower, speaking less. Even the horses sense it. There's a moment in the trailer where she gently touches Spartan's mane and he lowers his head. It's as if even he understands what she's lost, but beneath the grief, there's something else, something flickering. In another shot, Amy opens a drawer. Inside are old photos, letters, and a worn leather journal with Jack's initials on the cover. She opens it and reads. No words are spoken in the trailer, but we see her eyes change, her breath catches. She clutches the book close. Maybe, just maybe, Jack left her more than memories. Maybe he left her a path. Amy has always been the emotional heartbeat of the show, but now she may have to become the leader too. Lou is strong, Tim is present, but neither carries the spirit of Heartland the way Jack did. And now, that spirit lives in Amy, whether she's ready or not. The trailer hints at a shift. We see her saddling up alone, riding across the field, her face hard with purpose. A voiceover? Jack's voice? A memory? Says, "You'll know what to do when the time comes." That line hits hard. It feels like a passing of the torch, but leadership doesn't come without cost. The trailer also shows cracks in Amy. She argues with Tim. She walks away from Lou. She sits on Ty's old bed, clearly overwhelmed. Grief is changing her, and fans are asking, will she rise or will she break? This season may be the most powerful one yet for Amy, because we're not just watching her face another loss, we're watching her transform. Her choices now will shape the ranch, her family, and her daughter's future. That legacy, the one Jack carried for so long, is now in her hands. And fans are holding their breath to see if she can carry it forward, the final glimpse of Amy in. The trailer is quiet but unforgettable. She's standing in the field, wind blowing her hair, Jack's old jacket draped over her shoulders. She's not crying, she's not speaking. She's just standing strong, alone, and yet not broken. And maybe that's the greatest tribute to Jack of all. Wait, what if Jack isn't really gone? The trailer made it feel like a goodbye, the funeral, the silence, the grief, but look closer. Not everything adds up. Because in Heartland, not every goodbye means forever, and maybe, just maybe, this trailer is playing a trick on all of us. Could Jack's death be a dream, a vision, or even a false alarm? The clues are there, you just have to look between the tears. Heartland has never relied on shock value. That's what makes this so confusing. The trailer wants you to believe Jack is gone. It shows Amy crying, Lou in black, and a cowboy hat on a coffin. But here's the twist, we never actually see Jack's face. Not once. There's no shot of him sick, no voiceover from him, no moment of closure, just symbols. That's the first clue. It's all being told through reactions. What if those reactions aren't about death, but about fear? Let's break it down. One theory fans are sharing online is that the funeral isn't Jack's at all. It could be a dream, a warning, or even an emotional vision Amy has after reading his journal. Remember that moment she opens the drawer? She finds Jack's old writings. Some viewers believe she's imagining what life would be like without him, a way to prepare herself for what's to come. That could explain why everything in the trailer feels too perfect. Too still. Almost like it's not really happening. Another theory is even bolder. Jack fakes his death. Wild? Maybe, but think about it. Heartland has dealt with secrets, survival, and long-lost relatives before. Could Jack be in danger? Could he be protecting someone? There's one strange clip in the trailer, a truck driving away fast, just as Amy whispers something into the wind. The license plate is blurred, but some fans noticed it looks familiar. Could Jack be driving away from something ... or someone? And then there's the mysterious quote. Near the end of the trailer, we hear a voice, raspy, low. Maybe even Jack say, "You'll know what to do when the time comes." That's not something a dead man says. That's something a guide says, a mentor, a protector. Could Jack have left behind a message? A video? A goodbye letter? Or could he still be alive, watching from a distance to make sure Amy is ready? One fan theory that's really catching fire is the Ty parallel theory. When Ty was written out of the show, his death was final. It was shown, it was clear, and it was confirmed. But with Jack, no confirmation, no body, no final words. That's strange, especially for a show as emotional and respectful as Heartland. It almost feels like the show wants you to assume the worst, so that the twist later hits even harder. Even more telling is a blink dash and dash you single quo, LL dash miss dash it moment near the end of the trailer. Lou turns away from the others and says, "He's not really gone? It's quiet, it's fast, but it's there." Could she be speaking metaphorically? Maybe, or could she know something the others don't? Of course, there's also the real-world question. Has Sean Johnston, the actor who plays Jack, confirmed he's leaving the show? The answer? No, there's been no farewell post. No final interview, no official goodbye. For a character this big, that silence is loud. Almost too loud. And that's exactly why fans are refusing to believe this is the end. What's clear is this. The trailer for Heartland Season 19 Episode 1 is designed to shake the audience. It's meant to stir grief, questions, and hope all at once. Whether Jack is truly gone, hiding, dreaming, or still waiting to ride back into frame, we won't know until the episode airs. But one thing is certain, Heartland just became a mystery. And fans are watching closer than ever before So the final question. Is Jack dead? The real question is, what are they not telling us yet?